Hey y'all, welcome back. Sorry about your view, it's terrible. Today I'm just gonna make a video on how to wash your makeup brushes. So these are all my main ones I use, and then these are the ones I don't use very often, but I just have in one hand. But I'm gonna be washing this as well because they're in the bag. They're in a little pouch that I keep them in, the same one. So obviously they're gonna get stuff on them. I do this about every 2 months. Month and a half to 2 months. Sorry if you hear noises upstairs. I'm in the basement. My bathroom, though my room is upstairs. So let's get started. So all you're gonna need is water, and I'm right here by a sink. And sorry if there's terrible angles, but you're gonna want sink, and then you're gonna want a face wash because that's what you're gonna want to use to wash brushes. You could buy brush wash. Don't know if they sell it, but yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I got ready today. I did get ready. But yeah, I'm just wearing an old t-shirt and old pants because I might get wet. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna get a thing of lukewarm water. Okay, so I now have the water, and I'm just going to go ahead and take brushes I don't use. And then I just put them in the water, and the brushes I do use, put them in the water here. Here's evidence, because I also put soap in there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and toss them around. I'll show you how I do that. Give me 1 second to fix the camera. Okay, y'all, so this setup is working a lot better than I thought, but this is what I do. And I just take rub them against my hand, and just try to keep them separate on sides so I know which ones I've done. But yeah, so I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Okay, so I'm done with that, and the water's already looking kind of murky, so I'm gonna add some more hot water, because you're gonna want nice warm water. Not hot enough so what you can touch, so as hot water as you can touch is what you're gonna want to do. I don't know how often you wash your brushes, so, but I'm gonna show you how to do one of each kind, and then I'll do the rest off camera because it takes a while. So you just gonna get this wet and then kind of squeeze it. And I don't like to use too much soap, but I just put a little soap, on there, and then I just scrub it really well. And then I get water on there. I want to buy one of those like face scrub things that you use. And you're just gonna scrub it. So for the foundation brush, I like to use a little more soap than normal because it helps sort of get all of that stuff out. Okay, that one's done. So next I'm going to show you how to do like a powder brush. For that, you're going to want to use about the same amount of soap. And this for me is always a big before and after. Oh, I should have taken a before picture, so I could have shown y'all before and afters. Oh well. So that one's done. I'll show you like a blush brush or like a highlighter brush, one of these super thin brushes. So I like to use just a little soap. And my trick is I just do a little circle on my hand and then occasionally dip in some water, and then when they're done, rinse it and squeeze. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do one of my eyeshadow brushes. Here, we'll do this one. So what I do usually is I'll take the soap in the palm of my hand. I don't know if you can see that. And more soap than needed, because eyeshadow brushes tend to get really dirty. And this one I don't use very often, but sometimes I'll have to use soap more than once. And you have to get it really, really clean. So let me pause the camera and do this off camera. So I just thought I'd show you the blush brush And as you can see, this water's super gross and murky, but I've got like 2 more brushes left. But this one's just super cool. So like, it is so cool. Like when you squeeze it, all those colors come out. Okay, so I sort of cleaned up around the area. As you can see, I've finished the brushes, but this water's super murky, so I'm just gonna drain that. I thought maybe that would be kind of satisfying for you. So now I'm gonna rinse out the sink and fill it with more soapy water. I'll get back to you when that's ready. So I filled this with hot water that's hardly touchable and soap. The reason why is because these are just gonna sit for a while in the soapy water. It's a lot less soapy than last time, but you really just want them to sort of soak and get anything that I probably could have missed. Once it cools down, I'll wash them in my hands and I'll show you when I get back to that. So I thought I'd tell y'all some tips while I show y'all a couple of ways to wash these brushes. Sorry if it's weird, like I'm looking at the camera, but it looks like I'm not. So I take the brush and swish it in the water, and then I take it against my hand, so high above the sink, and do that really well. So like a brush like this, I can't tell if it's clean. I'm just gonna do it really, really well. And I just like to like lift them up and drop them and swish them. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when it's time to rinse. So right now, you guys, the sink is filling with cold water for rinsing. The reason I like to use cold water is, well, if you've ever done dishes before, sorry, I'm swishing things around while I talk, is because when you have bubbles left, in 1 second. Sorry about that, my mom called me. But the reason you want to use cold water is because when you are, if you're ever like done the dishes and you, there's bubbles and you rinse it down the drain with cold water, the cold water dissolves the bubbles. That's why I like to use cold water first and then hot, because I think it helps really well. Again, I'm just taking them and rubbing them against my paw in a circular motion. But yeah, so I will be right back. So I'm down here, not a very flattering angle, but I'm going to show you how I rinse brushes, put them on this towel here to dry. So let's get started. So I just turn on the cold water and use my fingers like that. Rinse it, rinse it like that, do a circular motion, rinse it again, whoops, and squeeze out the water. Now I'll do a foundation brush. Let's go. Okay, this is a super thick powder brush. So squeeze it. Okay. Whoops, that broke. These always break because they're older. Okay, I'll show you this one. Let me get back to you when we're done. Okay, so I finally finished, and I will show you the finished product. Okay, so here they are. They're not dry yet, but I will be sure to post a picture on my Pinterest. Here it is. Julia Hartong. And that is my profile picture, if it will focus. But yeah, be sure to check me out on Pinterest and follow me. And if I get up to at least 10 followers on Pinterest, I will, and 20 followers on YouTube, 20 subscribers on YouTube, I will do a giveaway, but y'all have to do that. And then I will do a giveaway, but you're gonna have to comment on my Pinterest, which means you're gonna have to follow me on Pinterest. So go do that. Also, shout out to Ryan King and Abby Mitchell. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.